caller. Good evening, caller.
Hi. Hello?
Hello.
Hi, I have a question. I know Dan spoke in front of the school committee about zero-based budgeting. Could you discuss that a bit?
Sure. Thanks for remembering that. That was a pivotal moment in my experience with how the school committee operates. So I spoke about zero-based budgeting. What zero-based budgeting is the concept of starting with a blank sheet of paper. You have $0 allocated, and you look at what are your priorities. And you talk about the priorities first. And then you start allocating money to the priorities. And eventually you run out of money. But you may find that when you run out of money, you have a few things left that you really want, and you start juggling and rejiggering things. But you also may find that, and this honest has happened before, you have extra money, and there's a bunch of things that you used to do that you're no longer paying for because you realized they weren't important. And that's what the concept of zero-based budgeting is. Now, my experience going before the school committee and talking about it, I had my 2 minutes or whatever to speak, and then I actually didn't know that was the night that the school committee got to respond and have a discussion, which I think as a concept is a very good thing. But what happened then was there was kind of a pile-on of, we can't do that because, and we don't have control over this. And some of the things, I understand that there's contracts with the teachers' unions, there's utility bills that have to be paid. But the problem is, if you start with the idea that we can't do something, then I guarantee you won't do anything. And what I heard was 5 people either attacking me or explaining why they couldn't do what I was suggesting. And when I asked, have you ever tried it, even as a mental exercise, they said, well, what's the point, because we can't implement it. And you don't learn anything if you don't try. And that's what really disturbed me.